Oh, look out. Something just came onto the floor. Got an object that just flew in as the free throw was being made.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of our latest updates. Today, we're diving straight into some truly shocking news that's been making massive waves across the sports world. Multiple reports are now circulating that WNBA star Sophie Cunningham, the fiery and determined guard for Phoenix Mercury, was allegedly assaulted and shockingly left with a painful black eye. This breaking story is still developing quickly, and there's definitely a lot to unpack here. So let's get right into it. For those who might not already be familiar, Sophie Cunningham is widely recognized as one of the most dynamic and energetic players in the entire WNBA.
Cunningham picks up the board. Here she comes. Sophie steps into the three.
Known for her relentless tenacity, sharp shooting, and unapologetic personality, Sophie Cunningham has been a true standout for Phoenix Mercury since being drafted in 2019. Off the court, she's become a fan favorite for her bold fashion sense, lively social media presence, and her unique ability to connect directly with supporters. Sophie isn't afraid to speak her mind, which has earned her both admiration and a fair share of controversy. But one thing remains certain: she's a competitor through and through, and this recent incident has everyone in the sports world talking. So, what exactly happened? The news broke recently when posts on X began circulating, claiming that Sophie Cunningham was assaulted during a live game. One particular post referenced an object being thrown at her mid-game, which allegedly struck her and resulted in a visible black eye. This is serious stuff, and it immediately sparked outrage among both fans and fellow players. The idea that a professional athlete could be physically harmed during a game is not only shocking, but also raises troubling questions about players' safety in sports. According to what's been shared online, the incident supposedly occurred during a recent Phoenix Mercury matchup. A fan, or possibly a group of fans, reportedly threw something towards Sophie while she was on court, and it hit her, leaving her with that black eye. Now, I want to be absolutely clear. This information is still based entirely on social media claims and hasn't yet been confirmed by official sources. We're waiting for a statement from the Phoenix Mercury, the WNBA, or Sophie herself to provide clarity. Still, the fact that this story is spreading so rapidly shows how seriously people are taking it. One of the primary sources fueling this story came from a post on X by a username that Coach_Walker, timestamped August 7th, 2025, at 1:50 a.m. Pakistan Standard Time. The post called out the reckless behavior fans, urging others to help identify those responsible for throwing the object at Sophie during the game. It even linked to a YouTube video titled Sophie Cunningham, What Just Happened?, which appears to show at least part of the incident. The post carried a passionate tone, emphasizing that fans who cross the line must face accountability. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. If this is true, it's completely unacceptable. The real issue is that we don't yet have the full context. Was this an intentional act targeting Sophie? Was it some careless accident? And what exactly was thrown at her? These are the questions fans are demanding answers to. Some believe it could have been something harmless like a foam ball, while others fear it may have been a much harder object. Either way, the fact that it left Sophie with a black eye makes the situation deeply concerning, and it's no surprise that so many people are upset. This incident also opens up a larger conversation about player safety in the WNBA. Professional athletes put their bodies on the line every single game, and they deserve to feel completely safe on the court. Sadly, this isn't the first time we've seen fans cross boundaries with inappropriate behavior. Just look at recent events, such as Brittany Griner's ejection after a heated confrontation with a referee, reported by both Fox News and Sports Illustrated. While that situation was different, it highlights how quickly things can spiral during games. Fans throwing objects or engaging in disruptive behavior isn't just reckless, it's dangerous, and it violates the respect athletes have earned. The WNBA has worked hard over recent years to expand its fan base and raise the league's profile. But ugly incidents like this could easily damage that progress. If players don't feel safe, it affects their performance, mental well-being, and the overall atmosphere of the game itself. That's why the league must step in, ensure arenas are secure, and enforce strict consequences for fans who cross the line as of right now. Sophie Cunningham hasn't released an official statement about the situation, at least not one that's been made public. Knowing her fearless personality, though, I wouldn't be surprised if she addresses it head-on very soon. Sophie has never been the type to shy away from speaking her truth. Whether it's clapping back at critics or hyping up her team, if she decides to speak out, you can bet her words will be fiery, raw, and heartfelt. The Phoenix Mercury also haven't put out a detailed response yet, but it's safe to assume they're taking this extremely seriously. The team has always stood firmly by their players, and with someone as important as Sophie, they'll likely push for immediate answers and accountability. The WNBA as a whole may also get involved if the details prove true, especially considering how much attention the story has already gained. If this turns out to be a deliberate act, the consequences could be serious. We've seen the league crack down on fan behavior before, and it wouldn't be surprising if they implement stricter policies or harsher penalties to prevent incidents like this from happening again. The reaction on social media has been incredibly intense. Fans are rallying behind Sophie, with thousands expressing their support and loudly demanding justice. Hashtags like #ProtectSophie and #PlayerSafety are now trending, and people are calling for the WNBA to step in and take strong action. Some fans are even sharing their own personal experiences of witnessing bad behavior at games, proving that this isn't an isolated issue but a wider problem. That on the flip side, a few skeptics are questioning whether the story has been exaggerated or if Sophie's black eye might have been caused by something else, such as an on-court collision. Without official confirmation, it's hard to know for sure. But one thing is certain, the passion from fans shows just how much Sophie means to the community. You might be asking, why is this such a big deal? Well, it's not just about one incident. It's about the bigger picture. The WNBA has been fighting for respect, recognition, and fair treatment for decades. Players like Sophie Cunningham are helping elevate the league, attracting new fans, and showcasing incredible talent on the court. But when something like this happens, it's a painful reminder that there's still work to be done. Players shouldn't have to worry about their personal safety while doing their jobs. They should be able to focus entirely on the game, not dodge objects flying in from the stands. This also feels personal because Sophie is such a polarizing figure. She's loved for her grit, toughness, and confidence, but she's also faced her share of criticism. Some people don't like her outspoken nature or her intense on-court attitude, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, but crossing the line into physical harm is never okay. At the end of the day, athletes are human beings, not just entertainers. They deserve respect. Period.so. Where we go from here? First, we need official confirmation of exactly what happened. The WNBA, the Phoenix Mercury, or Sophie herself must provide a clear account of the incident. If it's confirmed that a fan did throw something and cause harm, the league should immediately investigate and take strong action. That could mean banning those fans from future games, tightening arena security, or even pursuing legal consequences if the situation calls for it. There's also the matter of Sophie's health. A black eye may sound minor on the surface, but any facial injury is serious, especially for an athlete who relies on sharp vision, focus, and split-second reactions. Hopefully, she's receiving proper care and will be back on the court stronger than ever. In the meantime, the WNBA needs to send a clear message that this type of behavior will not be tolerated under any circumstances. This incident also sparks a broader discussion about sports culture as a whole. Passionate fans make sports exciting,